In this lesson, you'll learn the difference between lust and healthy desire and how porn blurs the line. You'll start reconnecting with the part of you that longs for intimacy, not just stimulation. This is where you begin shifting from compulsion to connection. So, welcome to level 1, lust versus desire. This is where we start to untangle what you've been taught to crave from what you actually want. Lust, especially when shaped by porn, is often driven by fantasy, control, or objectification. Desire, the real kind, is rooted in connection. So let's start rewiring what turns you on. Lust is not the enemy, by the way, but unchecked, porn fueled lust becomes distorted. It's about novelty, intensity, and control, and it thrives on detachment from your partner, your emotions, even your own body. It trains you to chase the high, not the human. And lust isn't evil, but lust without connection is empty, even destructive. This work isn't about repressing your desire, it's about redeeming it, about turning down the volume on fantasy so you can turn up the truth. You are made for more, and that starts here. Healthy desire feels different. It doesn't use someone, it moves towards them. It includes passion, yes, but not at the expense of humanity. It's about seeing your partner, being seen in return, and building something deeper than the next dopamine hit. If you want to know what women crave, you won't find it on Instagram. You will find it here in scenes like this from Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan, where Bree and Archer are sitting together on the porch. He notices her shiver as the evening cools, and without a word slips off his own jacket and wraps it around her shoulders, not as a move to get closer physically, but as an act of simple care. He didn't touch me anywhere, didn't lean in, just rested his hands for a moment on my shoulders, meeting my eyes like it mattered to him that I was warm. Desire is about connection, not consumption. Archer's actions is protective and attentive, focused on her comfort rather than his own gratification. The point of this lesson is that lust takes and desire serves. So take a moment and think about what you really want, not what you've clicked on, not what you've trained yourself to react to, but what kind of connection would make you feel whole. Desire that includes your body and your heart. That is what we are working towards. And remember that your brain's not broken, it's trained. Porn hijacks the reward system and builds arousal loops around fantasy, power, and voyeurism. That wiring makes emotional connection feel boring or invisible. But the good news, what's been wired can be rewired. You need to start with identifying your desire by way of a desire audit. Get honest, not judgmental. Ask yourself, what have I been trained to want? And what parts of that feel hollow? And what am I truly longing for? You cannot rewrite the pattern until you name it. So here's your practice. I want you to write out what has shaped your desire so far and where has it taken you. Then define what you want it to become. This isn't about shame, it's about clarity and choosing a new direction on purpose. Feel free to download and utilize the Desire Audit Worksheet or reflect on these questions in your journal, or perhaps a little bit of both.